Hello Gemini, and welcome to your October 2022 video. Sun, Moon and Rising Gemini. Your sun sign is your motivations. We all know our sun sign. It's when we have our birthday, and our moon sign is when the moon was at our time of birth, basically. And this shows our internal world, and the rising is our external and how others view us. So it's important to look at your sun, moon and rising if you know them. Now let's get on to it. All right, this is an important month. We do have eclipses this month, and eclipses are wild cards. October is the energy of eclipse season. Wild cards, transformation, fated and karmic is the energy of eclipses. This is where our lives change. Relationships that we were close to now can sometimes just come to an end. New people come in. It's a beautiful time for that. Situations that we thought maybe we'll be stuck in or things would be this way forever, eclipses have a powerful way for changing and transforming them so that we can move in a different path. It's important to be aware of what transpires during the eclipse time, as it is a time for us to work on those energies for the next 6 months as they manifest until the next eclipse season, which is 6 months later. So on the 2nd of October, Mercury goes direct. This is good for communication, and our mental ability to understand things. We don't have this mental fog on us, making appointments, all those travel delays and all those things now can be smoothed out. And also past experiences are now put to bed. Mercury goes direct for you in your 4th house. So Mercury is being retrograde for you previously in this 4th house, and now it goes direct. It was also retrograde for you in your 5th house, right? Prior to that. So it was 5th and 4th. But now, when it's direct, when it comes to your home, your domestic matters and family matters, you now can communicate more easily. This is also a time, though, mentally where you're feeling emotionally sensitive. Your mind is kind of on your emotions, because the 4th house rules our heart, what matters to the heart, deep emotions, family bonds, our home life. It's a good time to be gentle with yourself, even have communication with family. This is one of those things where you might have to go over some stuff that maybe happened during the Mercury retrograde, or anyone who's soul family to you. It's important to also go over some things there. Make any changes to your home. If you were trying to make any changes to your home and you had disturbances or conflicts within the home, things can now smoothen out when Mercury goes direct. That's the thing, and that's a good thing about it being direct in the 4th house. But you're still feeling like you want comfort, you want your home, you're wanting that soothing energy, and your mind is telling you to move towards that. So what gives you comfort is important. Do you want to watch a beautiful relaxing movie? Do you want to maybe lay on the couch? You want to take it a bit more easy, especially Mercury in the 4th. And we're thinking a lot about our feelings and how we're feeling within ourselves, and trust that intuition of what gives you some peace and comfort and slows you down a bit in that aspect. But you can communicate. It's like Mercury now. Mercury will be gaining its speed again and moving along, but it still has you, looking for some soothing. So do things to soothe your energy during that time. On the 9th, we have a full moon aligning to Jupiter in the 11th, and this is telling you to look at the people you connect to. Full moons are points of completion. They bring things to light, illumination. So look at your people, your community, and the people that you connect to. Are you feeling like you are disconnected to your community? And what the 11th house is our social circle. So think about your friend groups, think about your family group, think about your work group, think about all these groups within your life that you have, friendships, family, work, and see how you truly feel, and are you feeling connected to them? Because this full moon will highlight the fact that maybe you're not, and you might even have communication from people that are part of these different social circles, because that's what it rules, our community, the communities that we are part of in its different aspects. And I'll ask you, are you feeling connected? How is the communication? Is it draining your energy? Is it making you feel or even the things that you do, right? How is it making you truly feel about the connection you have to these various groups and various people? This is a time where you might even be asked and like facing some fears about leading and believing within yourself that you can lead and you can push forward. It also asks you to re-examine your long-term future goals and dreams of what you wish for yourself. There's a beautiful energy with this full moon because of Jupiter. It does amplify it, so emotionally we can be amped up, but it also asks us to look at what opportunities out of the things that we let go of that we can bring into our lives. On the 11th, Mercury will move into the 5th house, and this is great for romance. If you're in an existing relationship, to spice it up, to have a fun time. And if you are single, great to meet people. It's also great for creative projects and hobbies. So if you're self-employed, any creative ideas you have will be pumped. It highlights romance too, so anything you want to do there to bring in fun. When we talk 5th house, we talk fun, we talk having a good time, light-hearted, inner child. What makes your inner child feel alive, right? Is it going to the beach? Is it walking in nature? What hobbies make you feel good? Painting, writing, all of those things. Also working with children. So if you have any kids, this would be a time where it'll have you wanting to communicate with them, what things you want to change with them. And if you don't have children, this is where you're communicating with younger people. And you kind of just, maybe want to share an experience or listening to their input of what their take on life is. You are connecting to the inner child, and that's how we do it, by connecting to the youth around us, or through having youthful experiences, and as well as romance and fun and lightheartedness. And that's the beautiful energy there. On the 24th, the sun by now would have moved into the 6th house, as well as Venus on the 24th into the 6th house. And then on the 25th, we have a new moon solar eclipse in the 6th house. Now, this is a time for you to really focus on your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. What changes do you need to make, right? This is where health issues can come up. You might find maybe you're having a panic attack, maybe you're overthinking. How are your thoughts? Are they racing? How are you feeling emotionally? Are you feeling emotionally overwhelmed? How is your chest feeling? Is it feeling tight? And also physically, how is your health doing? It is a solar eclipse, so the energy is very intense. And like I said, the sun's there, Venus is there also in the 6th house. You might be craving a lot of sweets though with Venus. Sweeter experiences in life, right? You want to also make your routine more sweet, like enjoyment in your day-to-day routine. How you wake up in the morning. Are you saying morning affirmations? And maybe you're not the morning affirmation kind of person, right? Maybe you're the kind of person that enjoys a beautiful cup of coffee, right? This is telling you to savor life and the experience you have in your day-to-day routine and find enjoyment. Have you just been busy for the sake of being busy? How can you bring more enjoyment? But the solar eclipse, you might be feeling physically like, this is a lot on you physically, so be very gentle with yourself. Really nurture your physical, mental, and emotional bodies and well-being during that time. Your work life, any changes or opportunities can come to you for your work life, as this solar new moon eclipse can change your day-to-day routine. So maybe you might think, maybe I want to change where I'm working. You can do that. Or maybe you want to just actually change your routine, as instead of taking this route, I want to take that route. It will save me time and energy. Or maybe I would like to, wake up earlier, wake up later. Maybe you're changing your schedule of how you work and what you do that will be beneficial for you. But definitely take care of your health during that solar eclipse. And it offers you opportunities, meaning that something can come to light to tell you that what needs to be worked on when it comes to your health. This is also a time where you might be looking into learning about health or spiritual energy, and there's all these modalities when it comes to our physical well-being, from reflexology to aromatherapy to energy work to your chakras, all of those kinds of things. It also asks you, how can you be more of service to others during this solar eclipse? We also have Mars going retrograde on the 30th, and it goes retrograde in your sign, Gemini. So this is your 1st house. So be aware of conflict. Conflict can arise. Mars is the planet of action, motivation, right? It's how we get up in the morning And we can feel during a Mars retrograde collectively like our energy is lagging, like we don't have the energy for things. And for you, it's about how you actually need to look back at maybe what you wanted to do previously to give yourself that energy. What did you want to do previously that you let go of? What dreams or goals in the past that you had for yourself that you let go of? It's not a good time to get into a relationship. It can be more lust-based. During this time, anything new, especially conflict can happen, especially with anyone, because Mars is retrograde basically in Gemini. So our communication can come across very aggressive, right? Mars is the energy of aggression in Gemini, communication and how we are talking and connecting to one another. It's a great time to connect to information maybe previously that you might have not had. You can now regain it during this time. Also watch your mental thoughts, as we can find ourselves overthinking, and overthinking leads to lack of sleep, which leads to anxiety, which isn't good for anyone. So make sure you are taking care of yourself during this Mars retrograde. Mars will be retrograde throughout the month, so just be aware of that. Be aware of the energy. Accidents can happen during a Mars retrograde because we kind of are lacking the energy and vitality, and whenever we are feeling that way, we are not really conscious of what we are doing, so to speak. And this can create, accidents. Don't go to any places that are dangerous, because Mars retrograde is, an aggressive energy, because it's the god of war. That's the symbolism behind it. So it's the soldier planet, and people want to be met, they want to be they will be feeling more in the conflict energy and more conflict driven. So what do we do to diffuse it? We take time out. We be aware of our surroundings. We be aware of the communication we're having with others. We be aware of the communication other people are having towards us. Gossip can come to light during this time as well. So we're aware of the communication and what communication we wish to be involved in and what communication we don't want to be a part of. This energy for you specifically is telling you to really focus on the goals and dreams that you had for yourself that maybe you let go of previously, and now it reignites a spark within you. It's like, I should have done that previously, but maybe I didn't, and now I need to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. My website is linked down below if you'd like reading, as well as a link for appreciation of these videos.